Got him. Oh, it's a big walleye. No, that walleyes don't do that.
Well, when they're feisty, they do.
Yeah, she was feisty, wasn't she? Yeah, nice one. Nice one, man. Whoa, I take that back. When they're feisty, they do. You start getting in that 67-degree water temperature, and they do. All right, here she comes. All right, got her. Thank you, sir.
That's a nice walleye.
Yeah. Look at that baby, huh? You know, when I can catch walleyes like this in shallow water, casting to them, I get pretty darn excited. To me, that's the epitome of walleye fishing. And actually, in a lot of bodies of water, that happens more frequently than a lot of people think. And I happen to be on one of those bodies of water right now. I'm up here on Rainy Lake, one of my absolute favorite bodies of water on the Minnesota-Canadian border. I'm fishing with Billy Doherty, longtime friend of mine. Billy and his family, for years and years, have run a large houseboat operation guide service up here on Rainy. And we have fished together many a times on this lake.
But we've had our slot, approximately 10 years. We release all our walleyes, 17 to 28 inches. And, at the time, there's a lot of skepticism with that slot. And this is a lake that the DNR does zero stocking in. Everything is natural reproduction. And it has turned out to be an absolute home run. These fish mature about 17 inches, and they have almost 6 to 8 years of unrestricted spawning. They never die on, maybe a fall hook or something like that, but mortality is low. There's a nice walleye.
Got him? You need a net on this one, or is it a good one?
Well, he's 20 inches, these have become small fish on Rainy Lake.
Yeah, let me get her. They've been really nipping on them things, Billy.
Yeah, right at the back, yeah.
You got it? There you go.
Nice 20-inch eye. But, it's amazing because the DNR had made comments in the meetings that it didn't matter how many broodstock you had in the lake because the spring controls the spawn, and it's been found out not to be true. In a lake like Rainy that's so diverse with marsh spawning runs, bay spawning runs, river current spawning runs, spawning here is 30 days. So we get a pretty decent hatch every year.
So many times walleye fishermen got this mentality that you have to fish walleyes deep. Well, in a lot of cases, the two extremes, the biggest fish in a lot of systems are shallow all year or suspended. And like Billy said, the structure fish tend to be the bread and butter fish. And that happens a lot in a lot of lakes, that pattern.
All these fish, it's all food related. Perch and shiners in the shallows. Out in the main lake, on the south end here, it's mainly a Cisco thing with some smelt mixed in. But one of the most overlooked things is the people say, well, the bay's all weeded up. I'm not going to fish it anymore. And that is alive with fish. And it's pretty easy to fish. The weed beds are just like a big reef. My two largest walleyes guiding both came out of heavy cabbage beds in August. 12 pounds. Another thing about weed fish, I always find them to be the most aggressive fish in the system. They sit on the edges, and anything that comes by the edges, they're on it in a heartbeat. And you'll find that they weigh heavier because they eat more often, they live in warmer water.
Am I going the way you wanted me up to here?
Yeah, and then, we probably want to fish this
inside
here.
one.
Yeah.
Well, do you want me to go up here and then come back in again?
Whatever way you want.
We're this close to it, we might as well finish it. Then I'll come back over this and blow. Oh, there he is. You got yours?
Missed him.
That's the good one, Billy. Like them other ones. You had one there too?
Yeah. Oh, he didn't bite me off. I thought he
Oh,
did.
nice. Yeah, nice eyeball again, Billy. Nice one. Nice eyeball. You get bit off?
No.
Interesting. They are a
Knocked it
little
right out of
bit
the water,
tail
though.
hook. You had a net, Bill?
You bet.
Get that net on. The thing's just lip hooked, man. They're just nipping. I mean, I just looked. I couldn't tell. I think she's just tail hooked, man. All right.
Well, you know why they're just sniffing.
The hook just come off her. Just come off her. Hang on. Boy, she's another hooky one, Billy.
Nice.
Hang on. Hang
They're
on.
eating well.
Get that bait out of there. Look at that. Well, you get these shallow water eyeballs like this, they are tough. They are really, really a tough fish. And the interesting thing, here on the south end of Rainy, let me get her back. Oh, did you get that thing untangled? Thank you.
You're all ready to rock.
I'll pull off of that wind again. Here on the south end of Rainy, the water's got a really good color to it. The best way I could describe it, it would look like a tea stain. And you can see it's bright, clear, middle of the day, it's 12:30.
That hit it hard.
And we're catching walleyes in 3 to 7, 8 feet of water. Now that's my idea of walleye fishing, baby. You know, when you get lakes like this, and any body of water that offers a good shallow water walleye bite, and dark stained water is one of them, where you can catch them right in the middle of the day, there's 3 areas that these fish really, really zero in on. We're on one of the 3 now. Windswept rock points, Boulder Flats. Number 2 is weeds. And number 3, and oftentimes overlooked, is current. Especially on big lakes like Rainy. You know, you got current pouring through here regularly. And there's wind currents, and there's current from the dam pulling water. But current dictates a lot of where these fish go, and it determines how active they are. So those 3 things are key for a shallow water walleye bite. And these fish on lakes like Rainy and these Canadian Shield lakes in particular, you know, this bite will last, all the way into late summer, early fall, before these fish finally get out of here and start going down.
You know, Al, these walleyes we're fishing right now, these big fish seem to own these type of points and whatnot.